He is in so much pain. He's seeping. He is seeping hardcore. It's my babies. I always hate getting him under anesthesia because he doesn't go well. He's a husky. They're a little dramatic. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is 50 degrees today. My lips are chapped. Sorry. Forgot to put chapstick on before we left this morning. It's 50 degrees this morning, and we are walking in the neighborhood. It is technically in the first light time. It's not technically sunrise yet. It's about 10 to 7. Sunrise isn't until about 10 after 7. So, yeah, we are walking in the neighborhood today. I'm actually recording on my phone today because it's going to be easier than carrying my camera around. Even though it's tiny, I still worry about dropping it. So, we're recording on the phone today because today Ghosters is having dental surgery. If you guys remember, Ghost had a purple tooth around May-ish, and I think it was May. I'll link the video at the end here so you guys can see when exactly it was. I'll have to look back myself because I honestly can't remember when we found out that he had a purple tooth. He is here, right there, and we are walking in this beautiful, there's the moon right above my head, beautiful 50-degree morning before we take him in for his surgery. His drop-off is at 8 o'clock, and then I'm heading to work for half a day. I'm going to work until about 2, 3 o'clock, depending on when they call me, and then I'll be going to pick him up. Here, I'll give you some ghost time. There he is, walking along. He is a little tired today. He might even be a little bit sore. We did some extra hiking this weekend, and it was a very hilly, up and down hike both days. We did approximately between 8 and 9 miles, I think, between the 2 days. So that's a lot considering it was his first weekend back to hiking, but neither me or my buddy realized how rough the trails were until we got on them. So, I mean, you can do your research, but you can never truly tell how steep those hills are going to be when you get on there and out on the trail. But he did really good both days, and I've been keeping an eye on his feet. You will notice he is not wearing booties. Guys, I gave up on the booties. I did end up finding him a good set of booties that had like rubber soles and everything. I tried them for 2 days. He put them on, no problem. He wasn't afraid of them. He didn't worry. But my problem was he was having a really hard time walking in them because they were so heavy. He is going to be 8 years old in January. And the amount of times that he was tripping and almost falling on his face was very uncomfortable for me. I'm sure if you started them with a younger dog, they'd get used to them much easier. But because he has definitely some beginning problems in his hips, I did not want to take the chance of him injuring himself while walking in these things, because, guys, he was literally tripping to the point where he was almost falling on his face. I was worried he was going to break an ankle or pop a shoulder out of place. So we are no longer using the booties for that reason right there. I didn't want him injuring himself. And also, we're pretty sure we figured out what happened to his feet. We're pretty sure it was foxtails. Pretty sure that he got foxtails stuck in his one foot. And that's what caused the irritation as well as the infection. So whenever I go on hikes now, I make sure to check his feet. So, like, profusely check his feet, and his feet get washed as soon as we get home to help draw anything out that might have gone into his fur. So that is what we are doing. But today he is going to have dental surgery because when he was having that foot issue recently, with all of the licking that he was doing until I got that booty on him, that one tooth, all the gums around that one tooth, that one discolored tooth that we had x-rays done on, then we found was still alive, and they said, let's check it again in 6 months kind of thing. It was severely inflamed. So the vet recommended, let's just pull it out. It's one of his pointy canines. They really don't use them. They're more for tearing at things, and he's not in the wild fending for himself. He doesn't need to tear at things. So I'm not going to spend $10,000 to try and give him a root canal. He's not a show dog. He doesn't need it. So we're just going to take it out, and today's his appointment. So we are going to drop him off here in a little bit, but I wanted to make sure I got him out for a little bit of a walk just to kind of stretch him out because of the fact that we did have those hikes this weekend, and going from extreme exercise down to no exercise would only make him stiffer. So we still wanted to get our walk in, even though he's not allowed to have breakfast. It's just a 45-minute walk. It's nothing major. He's still allowed to drink water and everything, so everything will be fine. I just wanted to update you guys, and we will check in with you later when I bring him home. So wish the floofinator luck on his surgery. I'm not used to recording on my phone anymore. I'm so used to recording on the camera. We're gonna go and drop him off, and I'm gonna go to work and worry about him the entire time, and it'll be fine. He's always good for them, so we'll see. I'm gonna tell them to call me as soon as he's ready to come home, because he's never happy. Like, he's never settled when he's waking up from anesthesia. They're actually going to be prescribing me a medication to kind of keep him calm after surgery, because when he comes home after a surgery, coming down from that anesthesia, he's very unsettled. He doesn't just lay down and sleep. He will lay down. And when I say lay down, he like collapses to the floor. Stay there for 5 minutes, get up, go to another room, collapse to the floor, stay there for 5 minutes, and it's just constant for hours on end. And he's whining, and he's uncomfortable, and so they're gonna give me, come on, Ghost, let's go. They're gonna give me something to kind of keep him calm during those hours after surgery, so hopefully it'll make him more comfortable. All right, so we have come home. It's been several hours. I have let him calm down. He was in lots of discomfort and crying quite a bit when we got home. It was major dental surgery because the fang, the canine right up front, is what was taken out, and the root of that tooth is about twice as big as you see outside of the gums, that is hidden behind the gums. So they actually had to basically cut the tooth out. So he's in lots of discomfort. He's on 4 different medications. and very unhappy. Now, normally he does eat by around 7, 8 o'clock for like after he has procedures and comes out of anesthesia and everything. The only thing he has eaten since coming home is a piece of cheese and some super soft Milo's Kitchen chicken meatball things, along with his medication because he needs to take his meds with food. So I made sure to get him some super soft treats to go along with that. So I'm going to show you the ghosters. I'm not going to show you his actual, like, his gums or anything because he's super tender and I don't want to bother him, but I do have pictures that I can show you guys. So let me turn you guys around so you can see him. He's kind of pitiful right now. He's sleepy, which is what I want, because I want him to sleep and then tomorrow he'll start feeling better. Because right now, yes, I do believe he is in some pain, but I think a lot of his discomfort is from coming out of anesthesia because that is not fun for dogs whatsoever. So let me turn you guys around. My hair is a disaster. It's fine. I just got out of the shower, so I'm going to show you the ghosters and what pills they gave him and what they are for, so that way you know what's going on with Ghost Man, because I know you guys love him as much as I do. He's my baby. Okay, let's see Ghost. There he is. He's very sleepy. He doesn't really want to be bothered too much. You can see if you look at him, he's got little tear stains from crying most of the evening. I feel very bad for him, but he is a good boy. He good boys. He is very much comatose now. I think a lot of the meds that they have him on have finally kicked in. He has his little IV spot and all the things. These are his medications. So I'll go over those with you guys. Make sure there's no important data on here. There's his food that he didn't want to eat. I have to moisten his food, so if he doesn't eat that by the time I go to bed. Oh, there he is. Hi. He says, guys, don't do drugs. Drugs suck. Do drugs suck? Yeah. Yeah, drugs suck. So I will show you guys a before and after shot of the tooth that they removed. So feel free to look away if you're squeamish because they kind of are right next to each other. So there is the tooth. That is the purple tooth, or it used to be purple, that we've been dealing with throughout the year. You can actually kind of see the gums are kind of swollen around that tooth. Not horribly, but they are swollen, and then they start to normalize out as you move over. But that tooth used to be purple, and it has since turned gray. And if you look at the top, it was starting to go black, which means the tooth was indeed dying. And then if we go over here, you can see that is the tooth pulled. So because of how big the canines are, like the root of the canine is twice as long as what you see sticking out. And that's because they're meant for tearing at things. So they're meant to be strong. So they had to physically, look at all these stitches, they had to cut into his gums in order to get that tooth out. The vet tech said that it was very, very difficult to come out. It didn't want to come out, even though it was on its way to dying. So it was a little bit more difficult. So that's one of the reasons why he is in so much pain. He's seeping. He is seeping hardcore. It's my babies. I always hate getting him under anesthesia because he doesn't go well. He's a husky. They're a little dramatic. Anyways, but one of the things that they did tell me that they did, which you guys can probably see from this picture, they did a dental cleaning for him. His teeth weren't that bad. I mean, guys, he's going to be 8 in January. Those teeth look really good for an 8-year-old. Just saying. I take care of my dog's teeth. So they did give him a complimentary dental cleaning because of how often we've been at the office this year and everything, and they didn't want me to bring him back just for a dental cleaning to be knocked out again. So they just did it anyways for me, and it was complimentary. I didn't get charged for that. And if I flip this over, so there you go. There's the tooth that got removed. That one right there. And now it's gone. So he's in quite a bit of discomfort. I feel so bad for him, but he's soundly sleeping. This is what I want. I brought him into my room so that way he could just chill, and I'm going to stay in my room for the rest of the night because he's been following me around. There was a little bit where he wouldn't stop crying unless I sat down on the floor with him and just sat with him. And yeah, he's just a big baby wanting to be loved. So we're just going to let him sleep. Now, for the pills that he's on. The pills that he's on are as follows. This one here, this is an antibiotic. He has to be on that for 7 days. This is basically like a dog ibuprofen. So it's for pain. He's on gabapentin for pain as well for the next 10 days. The gabapentin will cause him some drowsiness, which I'm happy about. And then trazodone. Trazodone is key, and it has helped significantly for this procedure with him because he's very uncomfortable after surgery, and it's finally kicking in. It took several hours. I think he's been fighting it for the last several hours, and it's just finally kicked in for him to be knocked out cold. So the trazodone is to help keep him calm. So he'll be on these meds for the next 10-ish days, 7 to 10 days. The trazodone will probably just be for the first couple days. I'm not going to continue that. If he doesn't need it, he doesn't need a calm down med all the time. He just needs a calm down med to keep him calm after surgery. So that is what is going on. He is fine. He is just the classic don't do drugs advocate dog right now because he is not happy at all. I am happy to see him sleeping. I am actually going to go up and edit some videos while I just let him, if I don't fall asleep myself, while I just let him sleep for the next hour before we go to bed. We will not be doing a WALK tomorrow morning. I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to let him sleep in before I go to work, and then we'll give him his meds. So that way he's comfortable while I'm at work tomorrow. He won't be alone tomorrow. There will be someone home most of the time. So I'm not super worried about that. I am just more concerned with his comfort level because this was some serious dental surgery. So I was very sad when I brought him home. Normally he just lays down and is fine on the drive home, but he was crying even on the drive home today. And I was like, oh my God, like my poor baby. I feel so bad for him. But it needed to get done because it's better to it's better for him to have it taken out now when there really isn't a huge issue, as opposed to waiting and hoping that it goes back to normal any longer than we've already waited and have it turn into an abscess or a serious infection and have the bill be even more. So this was approximately, I think, around $850 for this procedure. But it had a free dental cleaning. Dental cleanings alone are usually between $750 and $1,000 on their own. Good news, as long as he's feeling up for it, he can go hiking with us this weekend. So it'll be much, much nicer, because I asked them specifically to please try not to give him prednisone for one of the pain meds, because of the fact that he drinks so much water and I can't take him hiking on prednisone because he's so thirsty. I'd have to bring like gallons of water with me to keep him comfortable on the hike. So I am rambling at this point. So thank you guys so much for watching. There is your ghost check-in. He's just sleeping away, happy as can be, my little babies. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll keep you posted.